Just delivered the car. Yeah, that guys. Alright guys, I'm now in the Hyundai on my way to the mechanics. So I'm gonna brake. You can hear that clunking. What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to JAMEY'S Autos. In today's video, the Insignia that I fixed, someone sent me a deposit on the car today and I'm delivering the car to Weston-super-Mare, and I've got a few cars, no actually not a few, I got one car on BCA auction that I need to bid on. I've already set a bid for it, so hopefully I get it for that price. And yeah, so we're going to deliver the car to Weston-super-Mare, and I also have the Vauxhall badge to put on the front of the car. So I'll see you guys when I get to my unit. So you guys, a quick walk around of the Insignia before I deliver the car. I'm in a little bit of a rush. As you can see, all the scratches are gone on the rear bumper that was there. Just delivered the car. All right guys, the unit is now basically empty again. So I need to buy more stock again. Got this car here, it's got nothing in the steering. I'm gonna crack down on this and get this one done. I'm gonna ring my mechanic up and see if we can get it done. So guys, it's now the next day. I was in a bit of a rush yesterday when delivering the Vauxhall Insignia. So the car is now fixed. The issue with the car was, which I addressed in the last video, is the intermittent boost issue with the Vauxhall Insignia. Say I'm on the load on the motorway and I put my foot down to go from 60 to 70, the car just go in limp mode and there'll be no power. And then the fault codes the car was throwing up was mass airflow sensor performance or something. So I changed the mass airflow sensor. I've checked all the boost pipes for any cracks. Also changed the boost solenoid as well. And then obviously when I realized, I left the boost solenoid on, but when I realized it wasn't the mass airflow sensor, I returned that back to GSF parts. And then someone in the comments said to check the EGR valve. I was thinking of doing it anyway, but I took it off to say clean and see if it's clogged up. But then I realised the one bolt was snapped off inside, the other bolt was hand tight. I could literally loosen it with my fingers. So that was hand tight, and you could see where exhaust gases were blowing out of the EGR valve. So I took it off, cleaned it. It wasn't really gunky that much. I cleaned the EGR valve, and then put it back on, put a new bolt in because the bolt that was really loose, it wouldn't tighten because it was too short. So I put a new bolt on, a longer one, and it's tightened. And then I drove the car, and the car drove absolutely fine after, and it didn't have a boost leak type of noise coming from the car. So I'm happy with that. So guys, I'm inside the Hyundai i20. Just gonna pull it out. On my way to my mechanic so you can have a little look at the car. Gonna put the shutters up, look, if you hear that guys. So guys, here's the Hyundai i20. Literally, I've been trying to buy stock, guys. I've literally ran out of stock again. I need to hoover the floor in here because it's a bit dirty at the moment. So this is the Hyundai i20 2009. I bought from BCA auction. I think it was BCA Blackbush. The car looks absolutely fine. No advices on the MOT. Wait there, I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. But it has knocking in the steering. I changed the inner tie rod. If I just turn the steering wheel. And I went to change a bush in the steering column, but the car didn't have the bush that I thought it was. So inner tie rod's been done, and it's still got that steering knock. So I'm taking it to my mechanic right now, so he can tell me what the problem is. Alright guys, I'm now in the HYUNDAI on my way to the mechanics. If you hear that, guys. Make sure my car is locked. The unit is now locked. So just have a listen, guys. I don't know if you guys can hear it. Like some little noises, like some little creaks. And I can feel it in the steering. Don't know if you guys heard that then. Clunking. And also, when I brake as well, it makes a clunk noise. If you heard that then. And clunking again. So I'm gonna brake. If you guys can hear that, just stalled it. You can hear that clunking. So I thought it was the brakes. I cleaned the brake pads carrier because they're really gunked up, both of them. The brake pads, where the brake pads sit in the brake pad caliper. So I've cleaned those and it hasn't made a difference whatsoever. Still knocking in the steering at low speed. At higher speed it's alright because I can't hear it now. So let's just hope it's not the steering rack, guys. But yeah, it's time to get this car sorted out. Apart from that, the car drives really well. Yeah, driving now at a good speed, going 30 miles an hour, no problems at all. But it's at low speed is when I'm hearing all that clunking noise. I want to get to the bottom of it because the car's been sat there for a little while now because it's just sort of been put to the back. But it's time to repair it now and get this one gone. And if it's a simple fix, I can get the parts. I think I may have someone for it anyway. A girl came to see the red Renault Clio I sold, and they asked about this car, but I said this one isn't ready for sale yet. So she didn't have the money for the Renault Clio at the time. Someone else came and bought it. I delivered it to them. So she's still in the market for another car. So if I can fix this can probably go to her. Just arrived at my mechanic. Let's see what the problem is. Right guys, so my mechanic said it looks like I don't know if there's play in the steering column, or in the steering rack. I can definitely see what it is because he was saying it's proper moving, like, if you can hear that, guys. Oh. So yeah, my mechanic says he knows that he knows the steering guy, so he's gonna give me his number, and he said on Monday he's gonna get the car looked at on Monday. So keep tuned for that video so we can see what it is. Hopefully it's nothing too serious. Oh, they got the Porsche Macan out. That's nice. I'm gonna get one of those soon, guys. I really want a Porsche Macan. Porsche Macan Turbo or a BMW M3 competition. One out of those two is the car I'm going to get next anyways. Problems, but a business wouldn't be a business without problems, innit guys? So we're just going to work through the problems. I'm glad the problem in the Insignia, literally, the only car that didn't have a problem in the fleet was that red Renault Clio. That didn't have a problem. The blue Renault Clio had a massive problem. It kept jumping out of an alignment. The Ford Focus had snapped rear springs. It failed MOT and I had to spend a bit of money for it to pass the MOT. The Peugeot 308, that failed the MOT and I had to spend a bit of money. It failed it on a also snapped coil spring and a shocker. What else? There was another car, I forgot what car it was. Oh yeah, this car. And this car's got the knocking in the steering, so let's hope that it's the steering column or something.